pretty much just a camera test. I got my GoPro Hero 2018, like the base model, the cheap one, shooting me talking. I'm probably going to use the audio for this one. I would assume it's going to sound better. We'll see. This is obviously just kind of like a test of the setup. Then I have my Hero 7 Black. Oh, I forgot the interstate was shut down and all of the traffic is here. That's good. Anyway, I have my Hero 7 Black shooting out the windshield so that when I go drive a car and I talk about it, you can see like out front, like you're sitting in the car, you can see my point of view. You can also see me talking and the interior of the car. I might tweak this setup a little bit, but it looks like this is probably going to work pretty well. I'm pretty much just going to drive around in my little Fit and get a couple of minutes of footage. Then I can go in LumaFusion and do like a picture-in-picture kind of thing, which should end up looking pretty cool. Like I said, driving my Honda Fit. It's a 2008 Honda Fit Sport with a 5-speed. On paper, it's like the most boring little economy car ever, but it's one of those cars that there's just like something about it that makes you really like it. It's like super versatile. Try and not die. It's like super versatile, like tons of stuff fit in it. Like it's like a TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside. It's a tiny little car that will, like, you can park it damn near anywhere with no problems. It fits in any tiny little parking space. You can parallel park it where there's like an inch left on either side, but you can fold the seats in like 5 different configurations to make like a bunch of passenger room, or a bunch of like cargo room, or a cargo room for weirdly shaped things like bicycles and like TVs and stuff. You can flip the rear seat bottoms up, and that gives you a nearly flat floor, like the rear seat floorboard, that you can use to put like a bike in there, and it fits like super easily. And you can also fold them all completely flat, and you can also fold the rear seat down and use the back seat, and it makes kind of like a lounger or a couch, which is actually kind of cool sometimes. Also, the way it drives is better than it should be. Like, it's obviously not fast. There's really nothing fast about this car. It makes something like 115 horsepower out of a 1.5 liter. But the manual transmission is good. I mean, it's a front wheel drive. It's not as good as like a Miata or something with a rear wheel drive where you're literally directly shifting. There's a linkage in between you. But still, for a front wheel drive, it's really good. It's fun to run through the gears. It doesn't feel like a chore. Also, the handling is absolutely amazing. Like, you know, it's riding on relatively narrow tires. It's not going to set any like lateral G records, but in terms of like its willingness to change direction, it's pretty damn far up there. Like, before I bought this car, I was reading through some like old like reviews that came out when the car was new, and like the slalom numbers were the same as like the C6 or whatever. Yeah, 08 would be C6 base model Corvette that year. Like, same speed through the slalom. It's pretty nuts, honestly, and it feels that way. Like, you know, obviously it's not going to outrun a Corvette on any real racetrack or anything like that, but changing direction, it's very willing. You know, it'll definitely work with you. Well, I guess that's enough of my impromptu review. I'm going to head back to the house and put these 2 clips together and see if the audio sounds passable, or if I'm going to have to use a lav mic. And I think that's about it. So, alright guys, let's see how this looks.